Hello, this is Marinela Leka, International Marketing and Digital Strategy Specialist from the health and biotechnology industry. And I want to warmly thank once again Manu Khullar for joining me today. Manu is the CEO and founder of Give Life to Life, individual and organization life transformation specialist, specialized in preventing and treating burnout and transforming teams and individuals inside out. Hello, Manu.
Hey, good day. How are you, Marinela?
I'm fine. Manu has a vast hands-on experience in working with team resilience building and transformation, not just during the period of COVID, but almost a decade now. Having developed various breakthrough programs using state-of-the-art neuroscience approaches to mobilize individuals and guide them to acquiring skill sets and mindsets also that will help them navigate through challenging periods as this one that we are facing now and flourish both in a personal but also in a professional level. So Manu, thank you again for joining me in this session. Today we will discuss pathways which will help us all as professionals shape the future of work in the post-COVID era. And secondly, I'd be really keen to hear how did you experience this month's transition to remote-based work, and how are you feeling about it in general?
Well, COVID has created a very specific condition where majority of the people were forced to be indoors, isolated. There was a widespread risk of contracting the virus. So many businesses, especially those who depend on interaction with the community, were not ready for the situation, especially at a global scale. Many scrambled to keep their businesses running, keep their workforce engaged. And then there were some businesses which actually created an incredible opportunities, leveraging technology, creating innovative methods to serve their customers, and keeping their workforce in excellent mental condition, mental state, turning this pandemic into an incredible opportunity. Give Life to Life was ready. Basically, all our services that we deliver can be delivered from studio at home. We leverage technology. We have expanded our community, brought in some new tools for our customers. I have expanded my base basically right from Australia to Argentina. So new people have joined in. So we expanded in this period well.
That's perfect to hear. I mean, this opportunity has given us the ability to spread our services all over the world and connect with people throughout the globe, which is perfect. And it's very interesting that we see that COVID has generated an existential crisis around the perception on work. And many people in the corporate world are considering this period as a great reset. You would have seen that also. There have been great concerns the past decade regarding the future of work and the potential challenges of the modern workplace. But this pandemic has brought these challenges, I think, into sharp focus. COVID forced the changes to accelerate these changes. And now we see that technology and automation are taking the lead in how business is done and shaping the future of work, not just for today, but also for the future. Do you agree? What is your view on that, Manu?
So from our history, we know that adversity creates opportunity. I mean, just look at every great person, every great organization, every great nation. They all faced incredible challenges, sometimes beyond imagination, before they came to shine as we see them now. The lessons one learns during difficult times creates an incredible neural networks. It creates habits, behaviors that make individuals resilient and shine as they move forward. The big caveat, however, is do they make a choice of overcoming the challenging time, or do they give up and feel hopeless? My view is that organizations, individuals and organizations must take advantage of this time. Use the right tools, including technology, find right mentors and guides, and take massive actions to turn 2021 into a year of major positive transformation. Why wait? As there may not be a better time than now to make the shift.
Yeah, I absolutely agree with you. And considering all those radical changes that have occurred this year, how have you shaped your work with individuals and teams? As we all know that you have been working on professional resilience for many, many years in order to be able to guide these people to adapt in this situation. I mean, what are the mindsets or the skills that the workforce of tomorrow is going to need? And what is the best way to acquire these skills?
While everybody can see the optimism of a future, we have to still be aware of barriers or roadblocks. And most barriers are in the mind, in the thoughts, and hence in your neurology. Humans have this innate capability to sense danger and kick off what is called fight or flight, means their subconscious mind is warning them of danger, mostly exaggerated, and they either freeze, get stuck, or they fly, run away. And in time like this, it's often exaggerated to the point that it becomes self-limiting and even self-destructive. You can see so many people that are attracted to news, to conspiracy theory. It's incredible. What does this do to individuals? It roots them into fear. It creates stress. We have seen reports of dramatic increase in mental health issues globally. A recent study by CDC found a 300% increase in anxiety disorder between 2019 and 2020. People mindset is coming in their own way of their progress. It's a very critical to bring, it is very critical to bring changes in how people think, act, and experience or feel in the day-to-day. This is key. Gift Life has adapted in two ways. One, as shared before, all individual and corporate programs can be delivered online. Secondly, we focus exclusively on guiding and mentoring individuals and organizations to move out of that stuck positions, which is by reprogramming of the subconscious mind, taking massive actions to become resilient, and mindset changes in individuals and teams is crucial for organization moving forward.
Yeah, I absolutely agree. And this is perfect that you say. I'm very happy that I hear that you have also moved your services also in a digital space, because we have been hesitating with the digital technologies. But as we can see, it can be also effective, you know, in many ways. It, of course, it doesn't replace human interaction or physical interaction, but it still is a very, very good way to do business or to do work with individuals and teams. It's true that in order for businesses to thrive, our whole ecosystem also must thrive. I actually very accurately read somewhere that you can grow a healthy business in a sick world. So before we define how the future of work will look like, we must first think how we want it to look like and what we need to do for our teams in order to be able to adapt to these changing normals and be able to flourish into it. Individuals should not be considered as an issue in this changing landscape, and this is very important to mention, but they should be an important part of the solution. Do you agree, Manu?
Yeah, if you go back in time, every crisis that humanity has endured is the same human being that overcame it. We have all the capabilities, all the resources, all the intelligence to recover. It needs adaptation of the mindset, individually and then collective. There was an old study I came through on social sciences that showed that one person impacts negatively or positively 35 people every day. That's so powerful. Imagine if one person makes a change, what can be impact on those around. In one of my organization transformation projects that I ran with a large team of 500 people, we ran a neuroscience-based mindset change program for 50 mid-managers. We chose 50 out of 500. Within 6 months of this program, engagement levels of the entire team went up by 40%. Their annual survey showed turnover, absenteeism dropped significantly by 80%. The side effect of those who attended the program went beyond workplace. It went into their personal lives. Some of the participants have confirmed that they saved their marriages as an outcome, created more fulfilling relationships within their families. My assertion is by making changes in small groups, there's a compounded impact on the entire organization. As each individual takes action to make his or her life more engaged, feels more motivated to contribute, lives a more purposeful life, it spreads and impacts others within the organization. Same mechanism, 35 people are impacted by one person. The actions organization must take is to become a catalyst in making changes in people's mindset by supporting mindset change or mental well-being programs within the organization.
Yeah, that's true. And how impressive is that you see that one person can affect 35 people daily. I mean, this is crazy, you know. Yeah, indeed. I mean, in order to be able to create a positive change in a workplace and in the workforce of tomorrow, we must identify that humans are the most valuable assets of a company. Starting from there, companies and top management executives should mobilize and use all the boundless human capacities, the state-of-the-art technologies, and also the current global market forces in order to be able to create awareness around that, because we are still hesitating, we are still wondering why, what is resilience, why this is so important, you know, in an individual basis, but also in our professional life, because as you mentioned before, this is interconnected. It's not that you change one thing only, or affects you only in your life or only at home. Everything is interconnected. So what are the best methods for you to use, and the best ways to follow in order to be able to empower the workforce of today, shape the future of work?
As you said, there's a growing acceptance that most important capital in company's balance sheet is people. In the company I worked for 30 years, a former CEO used to say, people, people, people. That was the motto. So investing in well-being of people is smart economics. The return on investment is tremendous. There's been numerous studies. I came across one study from Johnson & Johnson. They did an internal study over a 6-year period that showed that for every dollar spent on wellness program, there was a $2.71 return. This is enormous. In one of the transformational work I did, the total cost, including man hours for 50 mid-managers, was in the range of $70,000. But that had a compounded impact on 500 people. The mathematics is simple, but it has to be done. Organizations have to start making their workforce more engaged, motivated, with a change mindset, so that they can think differently, act differently, and create for themselves and organization great results. Organization can start small wellness transformation initiatives, measure the progress, and adapt. I don't see any other way out for organization if they have to thrive and not just survive in this period.
Yeah, that's true. And you see that the return on investment is huge. If you consider, I mean, the effects, it's so important. And as soon as we realize it, it's going to be the best for our employees, for our workplace wellness. So I totally agree with you. And I'm really, really optimistic when it comes to the future. As we know, and you also mentioned before, that the biggest challenges are triggering radical changes. And I believe that humans have, you know, boundless abilities and impressive adaptability levels to shape a purpose-led future. Our mission is to ensure that we create this prosperous environment for people to feel empowered to grow, because this is key in reimagining the future of work. And also, this is also important for the fruitful evolution of our global communities, not just our workplaces. And I keep mentioning it because I think this is very important. Before, though, we finish this very, very interesting session, I would like to hear your last thoughts as well as your current activities and action plan for this rapidly changing landscape.
I've been always wondering, it always intrigues me, why something so simple with abundance of know-how available is not widely accepted and adapted by organization. What stops organization? Is there a stigma? Is there a lack of understanding or lack of well-defined step-by-step process to guide organization on a path to create wellness in their employees? I don't know. It intrigues me all the time. I feel sometimes it takes a real life experience to believe that this is possible. So I'm pleased to announce that I'm launching a 3-week Master Your Resilience series covering 3 core issues that can hold individuals and organizations back. I spoke to numerous executives in the period and came up with these 3 topics. They are lack of engagement, overwhelmed by uncertainty, and being stuck. The sessions will be interactive, experiential. They will last 1 hour each. It brings all my experience, all my learnings of 30 years plus working with thousands of people. Participants will be able to learn why they are in that situation, understand the neuroscience of their thoughts, patterns, the behaviors, and help them create a path to get free from that situation. So I invite everyone to participate to Master Your Resilience series. On top of helping to resolve those issues for you as individual, it can also help raise awareness around the topic of rethinking resilience into society. Such a class typically is valued $500. However, I bring it for free for you. You can register quickly. We start in January 2021 as a New Year gift.
That's so impressive, Manu, and really promising. Of course, me and my colleagues, you know that already. We are going to participate, and we are looking forward to your resilience series. I think this is going to be like really valuable for the professional community at this point. We have been struggling all this year. We are pressed, you know, we need something in order to be able to reset, and this is the best opportunity to do so. So thank you for spending some time to discuss with me today. Your contribution is valuable not only to our local community in Switzerland, but also internationally. And I'm happy to have the opportunity of performing these discussions with you that help us, you know, shape the future of work, but also shape ourselves. I'm really looking forward to attending the resiliency building program. And I invite also each and every one of our followers to attend too. I thank you very much once again, and I'm looking forward to it, really.
Thank you so much, Marinela. It was a pleasure speaking to you.
Thank you, Manu. Bye-bye.
Thank you.